Lots of little things.
Is it ready for inspection? Everything's out.
Well, the inspection we're trying to get
The roof, right?
is, yeah, the roof and the underground plumbing.
Right now I need to dig you know, to the hand and use the jackhammer.
Yeah.
Or I can use the machine right here. Only for take some of the
Too close to it.
Yeah.
Break it. That's how they trace when the guys come out to check to see what the where the utilities are and stuff. That tracer wire is what they're detecting.
How are they detecting it?
They have a machine, like a kind of like a, think of like a metal detector. They actually should have tape across there too. The tape should be about a foot above the pipe itself. So that's when the guy like this is digging with the machine, he comes across that tape. It's kind of like caution tape. We're out actually in the street right now. If you see the house here in the background with me, we're actually standing right in the middle of the street. And the reason why is because we're actually digging a trench. We got a trench coming from our property. This is for our new sewer line. We're bringing our new sewer line at the bottom base of the property here and bringing it into and tapping into the city's main sewer line. So this is our brand new sewer line from the property, and that's why this trench is so deep and so wide, is these guys are actually trying to locate it right now. They're real close to it here. I had it marked out and we scaled off roughly where it is by going up to the manhole up there, the sewer manhole, and there's one down there. We kind of figured out location wise where it comes through the middle of the street and then about how deep it is by going to those ones there and kind of calculating it out. So if you look here, Jamie, the pipe that's down here right now, you see this orange colored pipe, that's actually the gas main. So it's right there, we have a gas main that they've already come across. That's obviously a lot higher than where we are with the sewer main. The sewer main a lot deeper. We're estimating that to be somewhere around 10 feet. So they're pretty close to it right now, we think. And so we're having to do a lot of work by hand now with hand tools and a jackhammer opposed with a tractor, because we're so close to it. We want to be able to locate it and then open it up so we can get what's called a saddle. And then our pipe is connected on that saddle. So all our sewage and waste line will go right into the main sewer line. So we got to take some extra precautions when we have a trench like this. One, we're outside of our property line now. We're actually in the street, in the easement or in the right of way of the other cars that, you know, that service this road service is for. So you see this big steel plate that's right here? This is called the trench plate. It's a big thick steel plate that we actually put over the hole at nighttime, make sure it's cautioned off, so that way in case a car comes up here they can drive over it, and it's made for that purpose, so that way this is safes off and someone doesn't fall inside this trench. We've ran everything from the house, all the connection points, everything's coming back, and this is actually our main sewer line coming out of the house. Right now it's capped off right here at this location because we're ready for inspection up to this point. It should be filled up with water so that way the inspector can test and make sure it's holding water and that it's ready to go up to this point right here. And then from this point here, we'll ready the rest of the pipe once we locate that sewer line and connect everything together and then start backfilling it all up. The reason why this is kind of dug out over here over to the house is that you see right here this little stub that's coming up. This is the gas line for the house now. So we're going to be relocating that where that meter used to be up against the house over here. So they're going to be extending that pipe down over here into this area here, and you see this 1-inch gas line that's coming out here. This is the service that's going into the house. So this is where our new gas meter is going to be located right here. So they're going to extend the gas line from there over to here to the house, bring a riser up, and this is where our new gas meter is going to be located, like right next to the house itself, opposed to being kind of in the middle of the area over there. So these are all utilities that we're talking about. That's our panel right now, and our service is coming overhead. That's it's going to stay in the same location right there. We're actually talking with the utility company about actually eliminating that and bringing it underground also, and so that way we don't have any overhead wires at this point. Since we're going through this extent of construction, we figure we might as well go ahead and we have open trenches. We can run new electrical lines in those open trenches too, and bring it underground also, and not have these wires, you know, above the house. So that's where we're going with this now. See right here, we're looking back down that trench there where that sewer main's going too, right? As you look down there, you see this one vent line coming up right here. That's where that new wall is going to be for the garage. So that's part of the plumbing for the washer and dryer, that vent line right there. Right here we have a clean out right here in this corner because we've come down the property and then we've made a Y or a turn going that direction. So now we have a clean out here, so that way in case anything gets stuck there, we have a way to push that that debris inside the pipe, you know, down the line. this is kind of where everything's originating from. All that piping that you see is going around here. Some of it's coming underneath the house from the master bathroom and the kitchen area. It's coming underneath and it's picking up that new bathroom downstairs also. So everything's going downhill all the way to the main itself. Now we're back to the front side of the house, you guys. And you can see again, all our windows are in. So right now we're actually getting inspection today on this roof, and they're ready to get this thing dried in. So put all the felt paper and the roofing material up there. The ducting that you see kind of run around, we have that new forced air system, you know, running through the house for the heating and the air.
Yeah. Is this something new? Maybe
the lighting, electrical. The electrical in this house is always a key thing when you start running new electrical in houses. You got to follow those codes, make sure that you're getting everything up to date. So one big thing in these areas right here, in the kitchens and bathrooms, is that this lighting has to be incandescent lighting. So kitchens and bathrooms. And the same thing with your all your plugs and outlets. You got to make sure that they're all GFI'd. 14 gauge, 16 gauge. So this is made for 15 amps, okay? So 16 gauge wire, 15 amps. Yellow wire, 14 gauge, 20 amps. Okay, so your electrician obviously should know these kind of things. You hire a professional, licensed, guy. But these are little things like that you got to make sure you have enough amperage, enough wattage to be able to service whatever appliances and that you need. The kitchens have to have a certain amount of dedicated circuits for them too, depending on what kind of appliance you're using. So sometimes you need to pre-plan on the kitchen layout and the type of appliances you're using at this stage here, because if you go buy this massive 48-inch Viking stove, you're going to make sure you have the proper size gas line or the proper size electrical service for that. A standard Frigidaire 5-burner stove is not going to take that same kind of service that you need. So the little bit of pre-planning like that, you need to make sure that you're aware of.
You didn't get on video either. Oh man. Never know nothing to do. Here, I'll try and fall for you.
Okay.
Look at his feet flying up in the air.
Probably ought to keep it closed for safety. It's very key. You can't use regular fluorescent, that's the word.